Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to check, first of all, if I'm live. First of all, on my timeline, do that first, and we'll get started. I'm just waiting for Nicklaus to join me. You can see I'm public now as well. Okay, I'm just waiting for Nicklaus to join me. What I want to do, first of all, is I will just run a quick video just while I'm waiting for Nicklaus to join me. Hi, folks. My name's Andy, and some of you will know me as Guy does your printed design. Some of the rest of you will know me as somebody who does things with cryptocurrency, and it is that I'm here to chat about today. Now, Nicklaus is here, but I'm just having a few troubles seeing you, Nicklaus. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, Andy, but oddly, my Mac doesn't seem to, the camera's not working at the moment. So let me just shift to my other Mac. Give me
Perfect.
A second. You take up the audience's time while I try and
I will run a short. Yeah, that's amazing. I'll run a short video actually while you're getting ready. Okay, so folks, yeah, we're here to talk about a thing called EZYTRX. I first started EZYTRX pretty much on day one, and it's a very unique opportunity. If you may in this space will know about things called smart contracts. Now, I don't do just any opportunity or any smart contract. I picked the best one out there. With it's the Rolls Royce, and hopefully you'll come away from today understanding that. Now, while Nicklaus is getting ready, what I'm going to do is just run a short video which will explain roughly and give you a quick overview of EZYTRX, the EZYTRX opportunity, and why people like myself, well, 20,000 people like myself are so excited and have joined this opportunity. So I'm just going to run through a very quick video for that, and then hopefully we'll be able to see Nicklaus's handsome face in a short while.
Introducing EZYTRX, the smartest decentralized, lucrative platform built on Tron blockchain technology. This program is powered by a smart contract that promises risk-free and real-time transactions where 100% of funds are redistributed into the network. The great advantage of a smart contract is that it is clear, transparent, and can never be altered. EZYTRX offers two programs, EZ1 and EZ10. Upon purchase of any step in the EZ1 program, the same step in EZ10 is simultaneously activated. Your investment will work and earn in both sections. Thanks to the smart contract, commissions and earnings are distributed automatically to your personal Tron wallet. No information is stored, 100% of the funds are paid instantly, no company takes a cent, and there is zero chance of a scam. How do the two programs work? There are a total of 10 steps in the program. Each subsequent step is priced higher than the previous one. The lowest package is priced at 1000 TRX or about $35 US. Everything begins with EZY1, which is the direct referrals. Everyone that joins EZYTRX with your recommendation, you will receive a commission of 100%. If your direct referral funds a step higher than what you own, instead of earning nothing, you will still earn 50% of the commission, and the remaining 50% will go to anyone above you that owns the higher package. This method is unique only in EZYTRX platform, and no other program pays this handsomely. What's more is that all of the people that you personally sponsor will follow you in every step irrespective of you acquiring a package in the higher step. The value to own higher steps is enormous, and you will enjoy vastly greater earnings as you progressively unlock each step. EZY10, on the other hand, is programmed to place members in a 3x10 level matrix, automatically filling slots from the top to bottom, from left to right. This system is fashioned in such way that participants can transparently and fairly receive spillovers from their uplines and earn commissions down to 10 layers deep. A full matrix consists of 88,572 people that will continually pay passive commissions to you. In EZYTRX, income can grow exponentially. Just completing the matrix in the first step of 1000 TRX or $35 will earn you 4.40 million TRX or approximately $154,000. Step 2 will earn you a maximum of 8.80 million TRX when your matrix completes. Step 3 gives you 22.14 million TRX. Step 4 equals 44.29 million TRX. Step 5 equals 88.57 million TRX, and so on. With just 5 steps, you can earn up to 168.20 million TRX or about $5,887,000. In order to further maximize your income potential and continue earning, you must upgrade to the next higher step. Upon reaching 10 times of your current package value. For example, if you originally purchased step 1 with 1000 TRX, by the time you reach 10,000 TRX, you must upgrade, otherwise your account will stop earning commissions. Failure to upgrade will temporarily suspend your position, and all income will be transferred to the next available level above. Your earnings restart upon upgrading. We suggest you fund at least 5 steps so that you cover 50% of all packages right from the beginning. You will have to fund each step sequentially and no step can be skipped. Start earning and change your life today. It will not take you long to begin earning hundreds of thousands of dollars in Tron from the moment you join. Limitless earning is waiting. Earn Tron the easy way. Today.
Well, hello again, folks. Back to the studio, as they say on TV. And finally, we're going to have a chat with the gentleman who created this platform. So without further ado, hopefully Nicklaus can hear me and we can see you as well.
I can hear you, Andy. Am I clear?
Yes, absolutely clear as a bell, sir. How are you doing today? Well, I know it's actually very late.
Yeah, that's not really a problem, but I'm having some incredible technical issues. So I'm not sure why, but my MacBook Pro is not charging. And I've got literally 14 minutes of time left before I think the battery goes out on me. So I do apologize. I hope we can cover some ground in this. Let's get going.
I'll just stick my glasses on because my reading glasses. Okay, sir. So thank you very much for joining me today. Do you want to just let us know about yourself, please, if you don't mind? What's your background? What brought you to this?
Sure. Well, I've been. I started life out as a journalist. I used to write for the national paper here. I had a syndication that ran across 4 countries for about 12 years. And then I somehow left journalism. I became an entrepreneur. I was an entrepreneur for about 17 years and got involved in networking after I retired. I think I retired sometime in 2009. And so through networking and going through various different businesses, I came to the current business that we've got today.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. What inspired you to put this together? I know it originally started, it was going to be based on Ethereum, but obviously we all know, anybody in crypto space knows that the gas fees are very high there. But what prompted you to create this platform, and where did you what eureka moment did you have to say, I want to do this?
Well, I think the experiences I've had with different networks, have primarily ended up with plenty of losses, right? At the end of the day, I think nearly 100% of these networks end up closing. And you build a team, you build a network, a community, and that costs a lot of time and it costs a lot of money. You travel around the world, you've got people in 20, 30, 40 countries, right? And they all help you grow different businesses. And you make a little bit of money in the early stages, and then eventually the company, packs up and heads off for all kinds of reasons, right? I mean, primarily the unsustainability of an ROI, being the main cause, I would say. So I think, when we discovered the smart contract, the fact that we could keep earnings, fairly distributed, and most importantly, have all of the payments taken care of automatically. So you didn't need to have an owner, you didn't need to have a company, no one had to handle your money and then make a decision as to whether they could pay you or not pay you, or whether they liked you or didn't like you, So I like the fact that all of this was automated and it was decentralized. So it wasn't so much a eureka moment, but just realizing the value that a smart contract could offer if you did it correctly, because you could also run a smart contract and you could skim money off the top and you could do all those things. But run correctly, I thought this was something that could keep that relationship that we ended up building, or that we would build with through this business for a long time to come.
Amazing. Oh, I think we've lost you, Nicklaus. Hopefully not, but no, it's still there, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. So if you can't still hear me, that's cool.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So this, as I said before you came on, I looked at a lot of these type of businesses, smart contract businesses, and there's a lot of reasons that brought me to join this one. But just for the benefit of anybody watching, this space this year in particular has become very, very crowded. So what sets EZYTRX apart from all the rest of them, please, if you don't mind?
Well, I think the first change that we had introduced was to pay down to 10 levels. I think most of the early contracts, your Forsage is one. Funny thing is, in this sort of space, things get crowded, and in a short period of time, it seems like a long history, right? But Forsage is the grandfather of this business, but they only started early this year, and they paid down to 2 levels and 3 levels, and that's kind of what all the contracts were doing. And so if you ended up building a community that went below 20 people to 30 people, you wouldn't earn anything, and you'd lose you would lose interest. So we extended this down to 10 levels, which means that you can actually earn from a community of 90,000 people, 88,000, so to speak. Well, 88,752 exactly. And and I think that's a fundamental difference. Secondly, it's designed well in the sense that if you introduce anyone, you make 50%, and you have another 5% being the first level, right? So that 55% direct referral commission is enormous incentive for you to grow the community. I mean, you think about any other network, they're paying you 10%, 20%, and then they try and add an ROI on top of this, right? But in this instance, 55% of the money goes to you instantly, and then 45% goes up 10 levels. I think this is a huge payout, and there are no limits. You can have 10 people, you can have 20 people. 10 people, you're making 550%. I mean, so it's a substantial amount. then the other thing about the contract is that it encourages you to grow and increase the number of steps, right? So you start with a simple $25, and then you get capped. That cap is a 10x cap, so you can only earn maximum of $250 on top of the first $25 you put in. If you want to continue earning, you've got to open the next step, and that next step is $50. And that 50 and 25, it's $75, which means you have a new cap of $750. And before you hit $750, you've got to open the third step. That's $150. Yes. And you know, it gets increasingly larger. And when you complete all 10 steps, all caps are removed. So the system is designed in the sense that you're incentivized to grow, and the individuals that you bring in are incentivized to increase the amounts. As from $25, $50,000, then fed into the system. Everybody gets paid. It's you know, rinse and repeat, right? So the person below you does the same thing, and the community below you does the same thing. And if everyone does that, then you've got a system that grows exponentially.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are literally just about 2 months in since the launch. Maybe if you could I did explain at the start there are like 20,000 people. Now there's a lot of these smart contracts will say, oh, we got 100,000 people. But the thing I should reiterate to people listening is it's all very well saying we got 100,000 members, but if a lot of them aren't funded in a lot of those other contracts, it's just vanity figures. The thing about this, when you join, you start your paying. So this is funded members. That would be correct, wouldn't it be, Nicklaus?
Yes, yeah, they're all funded members. And so many of the other contracts are very small entry fees, right? $6 and $2. Yeah. And I saw something at a few cents. You know, 1,000 people at $1 is $1,000, right? It's not a significant amount of money, and it doesn't bode well for the community and for the members that are trying to, you know, grow an income. We're all trying to grow an income here. So so the entry level size for EZYTRX is a little larger than most of the other companies. Yeah. So I think that does make a little bit of a difference.
And what sort of figures? Is there any other sort of figures you could use to tell us how things are going 2 months in?
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, the first set of numbers would be, you know, all the initial accounts that are being opened, right? I don't know how to describe the potential size. If you take 10 members that came in, and 10 members put in $25, you're looking at $250 in the system, for which you make you make $130 or so, right? Now, yeah. If everyone upgraded, then you actually look at $55,000 that each person puts in, which means it's a $500,000. So the key thing is this, right? I mean, you bring in 10 people, and it's easy to bring them in with $25. It's an easy pitch, and it's an easy sale. But the reality is, when they get entrenched and they understand it fully, and they grow with the system, then they $1 million, you know, close to $300,000. So it's quite significant. And now we've got 20,000 members or so, and if you add those numbers up, you're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's a huge potential that we have sitting here with the community that we've got. Now, a lot of people are you know, sidetracked by many other entities out there, and many of them are now trying to introduce ROI opportunities, and I think that's going to convolute the scene, and you know, people maybe have an idea that, or have the impression that smart contracts are all safe, and so an ROI plan must also be safe. And so I think people might get a little bit sidetracked with those sorts of opportunities. You know, it is what it is, right? We can't do the same thing, because then we will lose our reputation, lose the friendships that we've built, and and lose the trust. And so to counter what's going on, one of the important things that we are doing is to try to ensure we've got some legitimacy, and we become compliant, and we do everything to build longevity and safety, but at the same time to also build the stuff that people want. So I'm sorry, I've got my eye on the clock here. I've got 7 minutes left.
I know. Go ahead.
So one of the things that we're about to introduce, and this Sunday we've got our roadmap, right? But I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek. One of the things we want to do is we've got to add a whole bunch of products, which is essential, so that people feel that they're getting some value back. But most importantly is we will return every single dime that they put in as credit. So if you put in, say, 10,000 Tron, you'll receive 10,000 Tron as credit. You will see $250 sitting in the system there waiting for you, or $2,500 sitting in the system that you can end up utilizing. So if you've dumped 10,000 US dollars in, you will see $10,000 as credit. You can then utilize this towards the purchase of different products that we'll end up using. This will build the community and create activity, and there will also be some earnings, and the earnings we will end up passing back to members, and you can look at it as dividends or an ROI, but members can actually start to earn a little bit of money on the passive side, as long as people are active and they are engaging in the entire system. So that's okay. It's a long-winded answer to your question.
No.
But because there are a whole bunch of moving parts, and we're cognizant of the fact that we've got to address what's going on in the market, and we've got to improve and continually improve what we've actually built. So I think we've got a great system that pays fairly, and so now we need to look at ways to pay more.
Absolutely. And I should say, for anybody listening, I had a friend of mine, when I first showed him this, he said, but have you done a withdrawal yet? And I said, you don't have to withdraw, I go straight to your wallet, And this is one of the safety features. There, as you've said already, there's no chance of a scam happening here, because the money's going straight into your wallet. Yeah. It's safe. It's there. You're in control of it. What was going to ask you? Yes, if somebody isn't like a big recruiter, is there still a place for them here? Like, we know there's leaders here who can bring hundreds to the party, but if there's somebody looking at this who might be able to bring 5 or 6 people, is there still a place for them here?
If you're going to bring some people, there is definitely a place. We encourage everyone to try to bring 2 or 3 people at the very least, and then ensure you try to build that culture. You've got to build that culture. I always liken this to opening up a little cafe or a little restaurant. And if you got a little sandwich cafe, the fact is, people have to come in and buy your sandwiches. And if people don't come in to buy your sandwiches, then you can't pay your bills, you can't pay your rental, you can't pay your assistants. So by the same token, you now have picked up an EZYTRX franchise, and now you've invited a few people in, right? And if you just left it on its own to wither, how would you make any money, right? So you've got to put the effort in and attract people and advertise and reach out to people and continually work, because the system pays handsomely, but you've got to put some effort in.
Absolutely.
That is quite. Yeah.
It's because of the longevity that's built into this system. It's not a race. It doesn't have to be done in one day or 1 week. There is a kind of career path here if you want it, and it depends how fast you want to fast track yourself. It's down to you. Also, as far as helping people to do that, to recruit, I noticed a little sales funnel link I got today. So you've introduced a sales funnel. Folks, this is on, again, these guys have backed this up with marketing tools. I will take you through that, obviously, just to save the quick, but literally practically any language you could wish to have the compensation plan in, you can download. You've got webinars in multiple languages, 3 times a week in each language. You've got wherever you're from, you've got the tools. These guys have backed this up with tools, and now they've backed it up with a sales funnel, and you'll get free access to that for a certain time depending on your place in the compensation plan. Am I correct there, sir?
You're absolutely correct. I mean, we've done everything we can to help everyone. As you said, the tools are there. The funnel costs thousands of dollars. You know, there is a normal subscription fee. If you wanted to build your own funnel, you've got to go pay for it anyways. So we've done it, and we've put it out there. We've cast it in the wild. But not everyone understands the importance of a funnel, how to use it. So again, it's a learning process. But when they understand that, you know, a single funnel can bring you $100 million in business, but you have to know how to utilize it. Andy, on that note, before I get cut off automatically, I will disappear. Okay. So I'm so sorry. You know, I like to be savvy and organized, but I'm so disappointed today. I don't know what's happened.
No, it's fine. No, we're glad you even got the chance to do this anyway. You know, as I say, if you do get cut off, thank you very much for joining us today and giving us your
it was a real pleasure.
Benefit of your knowledge. And yeah, we look forward to doing some more of these maybe, and growing this business.
Yes, you know, just as a quick reminder and a quick pitch, tomorrow at 11:30, which is an hour before this time, an hour from before this time right now. We've got the roadmap that we're presenting. So, you know, that's a 2-year plan. We're going to talk about everything that we plan, you know, to introduce for EZYTRX. And there's some amazing ideas and plans, and all of it's underway. But I think it's really important to actually sit in and listen, because it does affect everybody.
Amazing 2-year road plan. I mean, there's some of the smart contracts are doing well to last 2 months, let alone 2 years. So, you know, that's don't worry, I'm not going to mention anybody name, but I've seen some disasters this year already. So, folks, if you want to play it safe, this is the place to be. This is the Ferrari. This is the Rolls Royce. Absolutely.
Thank you, Andy. It was very kind of you.
Sir. I'll let you go, and I'll just sign off with the folks here. I do appreciate it, because I do know it's midnight where you are.
It is. It certainly is, which is fine. You know, I wouldn't have minded at all, but I'm really sorry for the technical issue. But we'll talk again soon. I'm happy to do this another time. But otherwise, if you go to Facebook, I think EZYTRX, we've got a Facebook group or whatever. Just look us up, and then look for the Zoom link for tomorrow's call.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much, Andy.
Thank you, Nicholas. Take care and have a good evening. Take care. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, folks. Well, that was Nicklaud Cruz, and he was joining us from Singapore. You know, he's very giving of his time. The guy he's on most of the webinars that I'm seeing. He's just a non-stop worker, and as you've seen already and heard from him, he's, you know, as he said, they've got a 2-year roadmap they're putting in place. There's a lot of plans for this business. It's very slick. Now, what I would suggest to you, if you haven't got involved and you want to get involved, you want to get hold of some Tron, and you can do that on most of the exchanges. You'll need to get yourself a Tron Link wallet if you're going to do this on your computer. You'll need to get a token pocket wallet if you're going to do it on your phone. You need to have 1,000 Tron ready, which is about $25, as Nick said already, if you're joining. But get back to the person who invited you to watch this and get their link, or have a word with them. Get started today. This is just a very, very cool and slick opportunity. And as you've heard from, they've got really good backing from a very, very good creator of this business. Thanks very much for watching today. And I do hope you'll join us. And I look forward to working with you. Take care. Goodbye now.